When the music stopped. 1. Small town shadows. The streets of Riverton, Texas, were the kind of quiet that could either comfort you or choke you. For Samantha Hayes, 16 and carrying 90 kilograms on her small frame, it was the latter. She dreamed of being famous one day. Famous for what? She wasn't sure. Maybe singing. Maybe acting. Maybe just being someone. But for now, she was the big girl in her class. The one boys overlooked. The one who sat at the edge of group photos. Her mother worked double shifts at the diner. Her father had left years ago. There was no money for gym memberships or dance lessons. Only a patchy internet connection and a yoga mat gathering dust under her bed. That winter, standing in front of her mirror in worn leggings and an oversized t-shirt, Samantha made a silent promise to herself. 3 months. I'm not stopping this time. She started small, jumping rope in the backyard until her lungs burned. Push-ups against the wall. YouTube workout videos she could barely finish without collapsing. Twice a day. Every day. By the end of the first month, the scale showed a number she hadn't seen in years. By the end of 3, she had lost 20 kilograms. From 90 down to 70. She wasn't there yet. But something inside her had shifted. 2. The night she saw him. Spring meant Riverton High's annual arts concert. Samantha signed up to sing. Something she'd always loved. Even if no one outside her shower had really heard her. Backstage, she heard the crowd erupt. The act before her had just gone on. Ethan Cross. She'd seen him in the hallways. A senior with the kind of easy charisma that made teachers smile and girls turn their heads. But she had never seen him perform. Now, watching from the wings, she understood the hype. Ethan moved like the stage belonged to him. Sharp, magnetic, every step timed to the music as if he was the beat. Then he started singing, his voice smooth and rich, and the audience was his. When it was her turn, Samantha walked out with her heart pounding. Her song started soft, her voice trembling. But halfway through she found her footing. When she finished, she saw Ethan leaning in the stage entrance, watching her. Later, as she packed up, he approached. "Hi there," he said, easy grin in place. "Nice singing." She blinked. "Thanks. Listen, they're holding a casting for dancers. Big show in the works. I think you should come." Her breath caught. "I was just looking for dance classes." "Then you're right on time," he said. 3. The casting call. The casting was in an old studio that smelled of sweat and ambition. Ethan and 4 other guys, all good-looking, all effortlessly talented, stood at the front. 40 girls showed up. The choreographer put them through 6 hours of combinations. Samantha stumbled more than once but kept going, sweat soaking her shirt. When the list went up, her name was there. 1 of 10. 6 months to train. At the end, only 3 girls would make it to the final stage. She wanted to be one of them. 4. The grind. Training wasn't just hard. It was brutal. 4 to 6 hours a day. Every day. Late nights. Muscles screaming. Blisters forming. Ethan was always around, correcting her form with a gentle hand, offering her a ride when rehearsals ran late. In the car, with the windows down and the night air rushing in, they talked about music, about small-town boredom, about dreams bigger than Riverton. She noticed the way he smiled at her, how his gaze softened when she laughed, and she began to feel something she hadn't in years, wanted. 5. The question that changed everything. By August, Samantha had dropped more weight and gained a new kind of confidence. She was sharper, quicker, better. One warm night, after he drove her home again, she turned to him. "Ethan, are we closer than just friends?" For a heartbeat, he just looked at her. "All this time I've been into you," he said slowly. And you don't see it. The rides. The way I'm always here. The way I kiss you sometimes. None of it means anything to you. Her mouth opened, but nothing came out. He shook his head, hurt flashing in his eyes, and drove off. 6. The big night. 6 months of sweat came down to one evening. The 3 girls were chosen. Samantha was one of them. The show was dangerous, Michael Jackson sharpness, electric from start to finish. The crowd roared. The band became a sensation overnight. From the stage, she spotted Ethan in the shadows of the wings, watching her with quiet pride. But he didn't come to her after. 7. The goodbye. Weeks later, she found him behind the dance hall, sitting on the steps. "I love you," she said simply. "I didn't want you to leave like that." He looked at her for a long moment. "I loved you too. But I'm not the one for you. You're going to move on. Career, university, maybe marriage and kids. I'm not sure I'll ever have that kind of life." Tears stung her eyes. "I know." They sat there until the streetlights came on, and she knew it was goodbye. 8. Years later. It was 5 years before she came back to Riverton. By then, Samantha had danced on stages bigger than she ever imagined, traveled across the country, and even signed her first music contract. But walking past the old studio, she remembered the boy who had seen something in her before she had seen it herself. She smiled. Not the sad smile of loss, but the quiet smile of someone who knows that not all love stories are meant to last. Some are meant to light you up, just long enough to keep you chasing the stage forever.